What is up, everybody? Turboverse here today, and we have to talk about the spicy new rumor. Apparently, Elder Scrolls Oblivion is going to receive a remake, which is in development from the Virtuous Game Studios, which I've never heard of, but apparently this is a pretty credible leak. Remake is using Unreal Engine 5 and is expected to release by the end of 2024, early 2025. So there's no way this is going to release the same year as Starfield, but that's going to be pretty insane if it does release this year, the same year as and this releases, no, because Starfield comes out this year. They say 2024, so next year, or early 2025. That'd be pretty amazing, actually, because if we get Starfield this year, then another, like, Elder Scrolls type game or a Bethesda type game next year, that'd be a pretty good lineup right there, so hopefully this leak, this rumor is real, but here's the article that goes more in detail. Unexpected leak from a verified and reliable source suggests Virtuous Games is reviving Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion for modern consoles. That would be great because my only Elder Scrolls game I played was Skyrim, and I loved that one a lot. So if they can replay this one, which let's be honest, is kind of dated, if they can make it with modern controls and better visuals, I'd definitely play that game. Pretty much any type of Fallout game. They do the Fallout series, Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, remake those games, they can definitely get my money from that. Then that's when remakes are done right. Not when you remake games that came out like a few years ago, like Horizon Zero Dawn or The Last of Us remake, remaster, money grab edition. I was like, or you make an older game that's at least like 15 plus years old or 10 years old, it's like that's a remake that needs to be made because the controls are outdated, the visuals are outdated. But I can't get behind remaking games that's like a few years old. That's just dumb to me. But Virtuous Games' former employee can't seem to stop leaking information about his projects. That seems to be a pretty big issue if you can't stop leaking information. But the Singapore-based studio's involvement with the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 was leaked by a former employee LinkedIn page. It took years before Konami confirmed this with the game's announcement earlier this year. Now our former employee has deliberately dropped into about what studio is working on, which apparently includes a potential remake or remaster of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Yeah, if they remake this game, even have some new missions or new quests, you can definitely get my money for this day one. Because it's like, I heard this was a great game, probably even better than Skyrim, but I'm not playing this because it's an older game. The controls are outdated, but they remake it with better controls, better visuals. I'll definitely buy it. So let's see what people got to say about this. The first comment I see is from a Sony fanboy saying, "I was told folks was tired of the remakes." Once again, like I got to reiterate, people are tired of The Last of Us being remade and remastered because that makes zero sense. People are tired of Horizon Zero Dawn, which that game isn't even old. It's a PS4 game. They're tired of games like that being remade, but everything else is fair game that's older and is outdated. That's fair game at this point. Oblivion is my all-time favorite Elder Scrolls. Like, people saying this is a fantastic game, which I want to try it out. Like, I said, Skyrim was fantastic to me. That's the one I played, but they're saying this one is just as great. So I want to play this one too. One of the few games that actually needs remastered to attract new players, OG Oblivion is an incredible game, but it didn't age particularly well for a modern casual audience to be interested in it. If they can get it to play and look similar to Skyrim, I think it'll be a hit. Yeah, they can all they gotta do is make the visuals better, the controls better, then a lot of people are probably gonna enjoy this game. This was my favorite. Skyrim was dope, but Oblivion had me feeling like I was part of the world. Really enjoyed the aesthetic value, even as dated as they were. I am definitely hype. Hope is true. Let the Xbox annual goalpost movement begin. Are they really trying to put this is the most dumbest comment I've seen. So now Xbox gamers are moving the goalposts. They don't see the difference between a game like this, which is like 15 years old plus at this point, being remade compared to like The Last of Us being remade. They don't see the difference here, huh? I hope this is true. I never really got into Oblivion on the 360, and I'm not sure why, as I love RPGs and I actually love Skyrim. So pretty much has the same experience as me, pretty much. Hopefully this will be a second chance to have a go at this game and really enjoy it. Okay. I mean, yeah, they would do it to Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, I wouldn't mind a remake or a remaster of this game because it's gonna be a long time until we get the next Elder Scrolls game. So it's like at least get a remake or remaster while we wait for the Elder Scrolls 6 to come out or the next Fallout game to come out. So they would do everything to make Morrowind, aren't they? So that's another game that people want badly as a remake of Morrowind. So. Um, Will definitely buy this game on PC. Loved Oblivion. So yeah, this is a fan favorite right here. People remade. I love a Fallout 3 or New Vegas remake. Yeah, those would definitely be a big sellers too. Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Those games were so legendary. Fallout 3 is actually how I got into the Fallout series. That was the most amazing. First time I was playing Fallout 3, I was just blown away by that game. That is definitely one of my top 10 games of all time. So if they can remake it and remake this Oblivion game, I will be a happy camper at this point. I mean, RPG fans are eating good. We got Starfield coming out. We got Oblivion coming out. Remake of this coming out. Avowed. Outer Worlds 2. Baldur's Gate's coming out this year. That's like so many good Western RPGs coming out. So remakes are cool again. I'm just curious. Whatever people reply to this comment with, they are really pushing this narrative that we just hate remakes. No, we hate remakes of dumb, pointless remakes. As long as the game wasn't made 3 years ago, then yes, yeah. I don't see why they can't see the difference between a game made 15 years ago between a game or versus a game made 3 years ago. They can't see the difference apparently. I'm all for it, but Oblivion is a weird choice. Morrowind has way more potential and age on it. Well, to be honest, if they did remake Morrowind, I'll probably be hyped for that one too. So either one would have been fine with me, but hopefully it's Oblivion though, because that's the one that came out before Skyrim. So mm, this is very likely fake. They never used Unreal Engine for Elder Scrolls. I'd be very surprised if they did. Remaking games that are damn near 20 years old is better than remaking games from last generation. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, it doesn't make any sense to remake a game that came out Xbox One, PS4 generation. That just seems so dumb. And apparently, so many fanboys can't tell the difference. Apparently, I don't know why they can't see the difference. They say that we hate all remakes, but no, we hate remakes that don't make any sense that's legit playable on your current gen platforms. Like, you can legit play Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn on your PS5 right now. So why are they remaking it? Doesn't make any sense. And I heard they're gonna remake Last of Us Part 2. And I was like, why? It's like you can play that on your PS5. So apparently Sony fanboys can get the difference, but everybody else understands the difference. Bait used to be believable. But people are saying they don't believe it's real, even though the article says it's from a verified and reliable source who was like I guess a scorned employee. So who knows? Once again, there's a rumor. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't get your hopes up, but it might be false. But once again, they say it's reliable and verified. So who knows? And if it is fake, hopefully the people who make these games see that there is a interest in this game, so they can make it be real if they want it to be real. They can actually make the game. So, because I definitely think that would make the wait be less worse for these new Fallout games and new Elder Scrolls games if they remake their classic games with like new missions and new visuals and new gameplay mechanics. You can make that wait for the next Elder Scrolls, the next Fallout game be less worse at this point if you just remake these classic games. So a lot of people just don't believe that at all. So people are saying this is just BS. I don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty real to me, so who knows? But I'm going to conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Do you think this rumor is true and are you excited for it if it is true? Or do maybe you think it's just total BS and they're not going to do a remake of Oblivion or these classic Elder Scrolls games? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like for this video and as always, thanks for watching and peace.